Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, where they're ready to fight for the dear old Texas Aggies. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Auburn's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Back to pass on second down. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hoffman. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So Texas A&M's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew that they were going to be facing 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
To throw, it's Hart. Catch in the middle, it's Gomez. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you can tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Look to me on that deep. Forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give on the option. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Gets it out fast. No, he got loose. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Tigers! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gomez. Turns it on in midfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Texas A&M going quickly. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Gives it on the option. He breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Oh, they're after him! And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that play?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hines is tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. The run from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Texas A&M going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Hart. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Auburn! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Isaac. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Offense, quick tempo.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Off the RPO, complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He lobs one high down the left side. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reeder. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David. Bringing it back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Once he got some room, it was over. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Tigers come to the line on short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Texas A&M going quickly. Dropping back, it's Hart. Sets up the screen. Sweet cut there. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to...
Let's it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here no matter where you are in the field. We'll keep this drive going.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bringing it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Looking for a man. It's Hart. Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Texas A&M going up tempo. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Puts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Texas A&M going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. With these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
One thing this defense prides themselves on is their preparation, and they knew coming into this game they were going to see option on 4th down. All 11 guys defensively are ready for it. The quarterback tries to keep it himself, but there is nowhere for him to go, and they turn it over on downs.
Illegal back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So here comes the Auburn offense. On the ready. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
To the air, it's Hart. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. This time he's got his man. It's a single. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Throws to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggie.
That's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to... Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give on the inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's got him this time. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making a nice tackle.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Makes the quick grab. Strong, firm tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Dropping back, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Gomez. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gomez. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Brought down at the 1-yard line, and oh, so close to a pick 6. And the Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Give to the running back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hart. With the catch, it's Carr. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Texas A&M going quickly. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Gonna look downfield again. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's gonna come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's gonna break a tackle, he's gonna get north and south and somehow get the 1st down.
Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Got his man. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let... big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Handoff, keep working on that clock. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's the handoff.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And it'll be down right there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hart. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game.